We have unspent ability points, huh? Oh, we hit 15. Oh, yeah. How's everyone's Thursday going? That looks like that guy had a bad day. I don't mind if I do.
Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Nope.
Relax, Daran. The only strange dreams we've had involve your mother.
Shit. Kai? What are you doing here?
I wouldn't
Temerita's
call
gonna
that a
have
strange
fit.
dream. Hey, yo. Dicks! Jesus. What's up, Zach?
I, left without saying my goodbyes.
Kai shouldn't be here. None of you should be here. Huh.
Wow, that's
You're
racist.
with the Adirans now?
I'm with the Envoy, and we're against the Dream Scourge.
It's true.
Right. Answer the question, Adiran.
Come on, Daran. They slew those dream thralls for us.
Yeah,
I doubt he could
dude.
have done that if he was sick. I, for
Wow.
one, thank you. We couldn't take him on our own.
Are you smoking Svef? The Adirans tried raising Fior. We'll be next.
Are you smoking Speth?
Fior Messiverno had all the time in the world, but we squandered it arguing amongst ourselves. Don't make the same mistake.
Daran, can you get on with it?
Fine. All right. I can't keep you out if you're not sick anyway. We just have to take precautions. Everyone in Thirdborn has lost someone. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui. They're responsible for keeping law and order around here.
Law and order. This place has gone downhill.
Better get to clearing out these corpses.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Is that a bear?
The attack seems to be over. Everyone okay?
I think I saw my uncle out there. He left
Well,
a few weeks
maybe you
ago on
shouldn't
trade
have your
carrier.
uncle be out there then.
No,
Just a thought, brother.
needs to be someone else.
Oh my god.
If you need material for bandages, I have some. I'll even give you a good price. Wish I could give it out for free, but I still have to eat.
What if all the merchants agreed to share their wares for free?
We'd run out of resources eventually, and then we wouldn't have the money to restock. This plague needs to end soon. I don't know what we'll do if it doesn't. Anyway, did you need any linens? Silk?
What was the point in that? Holy crap. Okay, we gotta sell some shiz. Bam, bam, bam. $2,700. Yeah. That's crazy. Whew. Thirdborn boots are kind of nuts, though. Max health, carry speed, movement speed. Oh, ability essence cost and reload speed. Mind if I fucking do? I think that's what Raptor was talking about. Oh. Fuck.
Needs fabric. We still have stock.
Oh, look!
There he is. Oh, and boy, over here.
You're not going to be good enough. Did you see the attack? So brutal. Where? This isn't good enough.
Your work is the best this side of the water. We'll do what we need.
I don't think we stand a chance against those infected bastards. I heard what the guards said.
Cannons kill dream trolls. They kill anything else.
Did I miss an arrow somewhere? Northwest out of town past the dry lake bed. Follow the arrows and find us under the X. Supplies are limited. Is that what this was fucking pointing me at? Sure was. Damn, okay. Northwest out of town past the dry lake bed. Morning, Cora. What up, dude?
Yeah.
Damn up.
Welcome to the Dead Swordfish. I wondered when I'd see you around here. What can I do for you?
What the fuck does that mean? Oh, don't worry about it, dude.
My dear envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days.
I'm glad to bring a little joy to this miserable place.
Noble in mission and spirit both. Truly, the Emperor
saw one
chose
of
his
them.
envoy well. I envy you to have met him. I fear he never made it down to the port. Not while I was there.
He's practically an Adiran citizen.
How I miss the sight of your strapping tall grass pikemen on parade.
The pride of High Crown, I served among them once.
And now you are
I
relegated to
assume
the
you probably
fringes
just
of the Empire,
div and
like me.
release the wolves on them.
I'm wandering. Forgive
Probably
me,
pretty easy to
envoy.
kill.
This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew. Dear Tawe, Koa, Ranga, they saw Adir with me, you know, then abandoned me here. Oh, I miss them terribly.
Nostalgia and alcohol are a dangerous mixture.
I am drunk on memory only. And
Well, never mind.
perhaps some regret. I only wish I could invite my crew to my table to share one last drink and part as friends.
If you want me to find your crew, Captain, just say so.
You would do that? Venture out into the wastes to look for them?
Consider it done, buddy, but I want some
The moment
money.
I saw you, you were a paragon of your people. If anyone could convince Tawe, Koa, and Ranga to share one last drink with me, it's you.
We
I
shall
understand. But if you see Tawe by the oasis, or Koa hiding out in the teeth, or Ranga in her mine, please ask them to come home. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, envoy, and in all your labors to come.
Going out to the Highlands, watch your back. They're dangerous.
Yoink. Filigree book. Think I don't have one lockpick? What do you think I am? That's got to be explorable down there, right? Try it? Well, say less. Hold on. The problem is, can I make that jump that far? Sure can. There's a kill box? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. They're down there singing. I want to be down there singing with them. Wow. Wow. Well. 0 out of 10.
Really burned out Esther's house.
I thought that dude was just in the floor chilling.
spend so much on glaze, Merrick. Your pots look fine.
The attack sounded terrible. I could hear that fight from in here. It's getting harder and harder to pretend everything's all right.
You hungry? I might be able to help.
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches in return for a... Hello, friend. Has anyone mentioned you look especially fungal today? Really, it's radiant. I've got a bit of a personal matter, and I'd appreciate some help.
All right. What's wrong, Bubba?
A kind and helpful soul comes to my aid. Long story short, my friend, I ordered some goods, something I'd rather stay private. Embarrassing, you know.
Dildos.
So, I'm quite desperate for a friendly and discreet courier.
I've kept many secrets hidden in my time.
Perfect. I knew I was talking to the right person for the job. My supplier has sequestered himself somewhere with my package. To find him, I'd have to follow the path. They communicate through graffiti, if you can believe it. I've not been able to find any of it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck.
Is this guy dumb?
You think I don't know every inch of my own shop? I'd know if there was an arrow anywhere near it.
I must admit, I thought it was decorative. A statement about the illusion of choice.
Well, looks like you best be off. Be sure to get there and back quick as you can. I'll be here waiting. Don't forget your
I
friend
literally
Dyko,
pointed it
and
out
he's
to him and he's still like, nah,
Welcome
that
back.
ain't there. That one ain't there. What you talking about?
Don't forget your friend Dyko and his completely legal package that you said you'd...
If you need skate, put him out of his misery, will you? It'll be good. I've heard of throw. Right. Let me know when you enjoy skeleton hunting, friend.
He's got a ramp to his platform.
Who needs fabric? We still
Oh,
have
this
stock.
place is amazing.
Let me know if you need something. Best
Indeed.
weapons this side of Abidan's Forge.
Small.
Ooh, I'll be damned. Never thought I'd see star metal in my lifetime. Short answer, no.
Of course.
Long answer, still no. But the Forge Master in Solace Keep is probably your best bet if you're looking for someone who does.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure? No one can swing a hammer like you.
If you knew how rare this stuff is, you wouldn't ask me to risk it.
All right, I said she would. You said she wouldn't. There's your bet.
Haha, 600 gold, get fucked.
Ismalt's meteoric apparatus. She's a beauty, isn't she? A traveler sold it to me ages ago. Poor bastard went up against something big out in the Highlands, limped back to town, died a few days later. Needed the money to ship his body home. I hated to take it from him. Still, Adra inlay, brass filigree, whew. She could use a strong hand. You interested?
What happens if I have the might? Will she just fucking give it to me?
Let me know if you need something.
Well, that's dumb. The question is, do I buy that or this? Killing an enemy restores 5% of your maximum health and 25% of your maximum stamina. Taunt and gain 100% critical chance against enemies that incapacitate one of your companions. Ooh. I'll probably buy both eventually.
Godlike, could you spare a moment? Godlike.
What's up, Chico?
Winds above. You're really here. I knew I had to find you as soon as I heard you were in Thirdborn.
Chico? When did you get so tall? I almost didn't recognize you.
Kai, you're here too? Now I know Thirdborn is in good hands. We've got to do something about the Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai,
nice.
And my uncle Capo.
Me?
I can use that one instead of the,
You don't know what you're saying.
The bleed buildup.
But Capo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work.
I've known plenty of heroes. You'd have to be a legend to win a fight like that.
Exactly. Uncle Capo's the greatest warrior Thirdborn's ever seen. But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time. I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls,
I can
they'd
always
all
switch it
follow
out
him.
too.
I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town. He's tired of hearing from me. Maybe one hero to another, you know?
I guess we can go talk to him.
Ah, isn't this a surprise? Oh, hello there. I thought our paths might cross again.
Quiliti, there you are.
Ah, my dear Giata. I never thought I'd see us both exiled from Fior Messiverno. Yet here we are. As you can see, the good people of Thirdborn have welcomed us with open arms. Remarkable under the circumstances. The Dream Scourge has struck this place with violence, bloodshed, death. We were ambushed in the wilderness, but I think that was a classic example of overcompensation. Their loss in Emerald Stair was a blow to morale. You might be the next target of their anger.
I should be after what I did.
Just these once, I'm happy to be out of the fight. Now that we're under Thirdborn's protection, my animancers can get back to work. We've made a few improvements to the local fishing gear, tinkered on harpoons and the like. You might not believe it, but some of our farming equipment is back to working order. Not so fast, young man.
Ow.
We've made a tidy profit of our labor, and the others gathered a little something for you.
900
Don't spend
gold
it
for
all at
just
once.
talking to this guy?
Go on, then. Surely you have better places to be. No doubt the Adiran envoy has a message to deliver or a foreboding parcel of some kind.
That's kind of cool.
He's doing well. Better than well. And to think I've been worried sick.
Yeah. If you need something, get over here and talk.
Oh, let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Capo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome luck. That Nikai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Like a cannonball in a rolling deck, that kid.
So you're Chico's uncle.
Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorops, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan.
You've got a heart of iron. They should give you a medal.
And a fair wind, too. What a legend it is. I had but a few harpoons and a single boat that morning. It had taken days to track the creature. My food and water were running out. When I found it, the beast heaved itself up from the water and crashed down onto me. And there, I thrust a harpoon deep into its belly and killed it. Oh, it took days to tow its body back on the flotsam of my boat.
Not that anyone asked, but it sounds to me like the fish killed itself.
Ah, well, those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now. Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you? Ah, good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me?
What?
Oh, good, good. A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time. Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward.
All right.
Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves. Step carefully.
Thanks for the tip. We would have explored it eventually. At least now we have a reason.
Good luck, godlike.
Why is she just assuming that we would have explored it eventually? Fucking game acts like they fucking know me. What the fuck is this shit, dude? Oh, we would have got to it eventually. Fuck you. Not wrong, but fuck you.
Your temple when they nearly destroyed
And they stole my research on the goddess. Have to get it back.
Let it go, Yachts. Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you.
I'm not Ludwin. Don't confuse me with that murderous zealot.
No, Adir just supports her. In arms, politics, and kith.
I know you're upset, Timoti, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research, and who knows what she plans for it. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid.
Sounds like a you problem, lady.
I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir.
But Ludwin and her goons stole all my research on the Godless Spectre. She's up to something, and it can't be good.
What do you mean? Andra's depths. If I could help you, I would. The fact of the matter is, I'm in over my head already. I can't even protect the ruins myself. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley.
I think it is.
She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
Sounds like Ringrim might block Ludwin from the ruins and buy us some time.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard. But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls.
Sure.
The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwin wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage.
Well, I need those runes, so if that means dealing with an archmage,
I
so
didn't know
deal
they
it.
made
So
adherents with such bravery. You never know what marvels you live to see. You're likely gonna die a very horrible death, but I pray Galawain will at least make it fast.
If she doesn't want to be found, that's all the more reason for us to go looking.
When an archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain.
That is horrifying.
I suspect that's the point. I think Ringgrim enjoys her reputation almost as much as she enjoys earning it. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But if you want to find Ringgrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunen ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yahtzee, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerti. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
Hey, yo.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yahtzee, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
Of course you do.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us.
What?
Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Thank goodness we have Yahtzee. Our little friend group needed a bit of chaos.
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some young idiot thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region because of course they would. And now, predictably, they're missing.
Sounds like the fools have no actual
You'd
training.
be absolutely right. They have nothing powering them but youthful hubris. Idiots decided they'd
Sometimes that's
train
all you
themselves
need.
by taking on the Zarovs out in the Deadfall Highlands.
Oh, jeez.
They haven't come back. Figure out what happened,
Guess I'll go
report
find
back,
them.
and I'll scrounge up some change for you.
Oh, goody. Some change?
Patience, darling. I'll meet you at the tavern.
Another day, another drunkard.
Yoo-hoo! Oh. Ah, there you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi.
Hey.
One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared.
Why not?
Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Ringgrim?
0.
Well, with her skill in spellcraft, she certainly could do so if she wanted to. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Aldra's titties, the Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant.
You believe the Dream Scourge brought the Archmage here.
Well, Nakukubel is the largest of the godless ruins. It's still got its share of secrets. There must be something in there of
Well, then let's
interest
stop
to
wasting
Ringgrim.
time and go fucking
Probably
figure it
something
out.
powerful. I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the Godless. They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Reengrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
I promise we'll get into the right amount of trouble.
Perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun.
I like having Kai because when he butts in, it's funny. But I think Giada's much more better party member. Yeah, no, they're Giada I think is better combat wise, but Kai is better conversation. But I'm running Giada because she's a healer, and this game doesn't have like natural healing. Yahtzee's attacks burst into a small area of effect when they hit an enemy. Yes, please. Yahtzee invokes a strange arcane power that explodes upon hitting an enemy, releasing a burst of essence and explosive damage. Yahtzee conjures a volley of arcane missiles that seek out nearby enemies. Yahtzee manipulates the arcane energy around the enemy, slowing them for 10 seconds. Killing an enemy restores 10% of maximum health and 50% of maximum stamina. Power attack pulls the hit enemy into melee range. That would be cool if I wasn't running double.
Yahtzee, when all of this is behind. Behind us. Are you going? Going back to Fjord Missing. The dream scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands. I keep trying, and the world keeps punishing me for it. As if the Dream Scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adirans are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness.
Cruel but effective. I expect nothing less from Ludwig.
We thwarted her in Emerald Stair. Maybe we can do it again.
I think we can.
It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three.
We can. It won't be easy, but we'll make it.
You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am.
That's enough. Let's get
Thanks
some
for
rest.
talking.
You want to talk more?
Yatsli. Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatsli. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatsli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good.
Whoa. We all need a few bad influences in our lives.
Oh, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking.
Anal.
Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins?
Yeah, that is weird.
She's a smart one. I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. If I must.
Again?
I don't leave Emerald Stair often enough. With everything going on, there's been no time to explore. Finally, I had a moment to myself, and look what happened. The Steel Garrote invaded the living lands. Sorry. I'm in a mood, if you couldn't tell.
So am I. Let's be miserable together.
Well, I don't have any other plans. I used to think I had it all figured out. The living lands proved me wrong in so many ways. This entire island is the prison of a mad god. How is one Animancer supposed to compete with that?
I don't know. Figure it out. You're not alone. You also have an envoy, a mercenary, a tracker, and a scholar.
All we're missing is the juggling act. Maybe I'm being melodramatic, or maybe I'm not used to seeing things clearly. But what if animancy has no future in the living lands? What if my entire career was a mistake?
Have a little faith in yourself. You chose this path for a reason.
Did I? After what happened to my parents, I always thought the path chose me. You're a good listener as always, but I've taken enough of your time. I'll be fine, really. I'm not the first Animancer to question her life choices, and I won't be the last. Not before I've done some reading.
For the camp of an official Adiran envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now.
I got a proper bed for you.
As long as you have a bath, of course.
Suppose the bath can be arranged if you ask nicely.
I always ask nicely. But, as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find.
Is that how you got the burn running around old flammable ruins? What burn? You got a burn? Did you learn of the Godless when you were studying the arcane arts?
Technically, yes. Well, it set me on the path, at least. When I got my first grimoire as a child...
Oh, is
I
that
was
what's on
trying
her
out some of the
shoulder?
fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. I mean, my arm wasn't the only casualty. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson?
True.
My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end.
Did you ever end up getting the spell right?
Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams.
Are you sure you only have bad dreams, not nightmares? You've only had dreams, not nightmares? That burn must have been painful.
Nightmares are still dreams, Envoy. Just not ones you'd recommend to others. They're not nearly as enjoyable as my more provocative dreams.
Well, personally, my favorite dream involves several lengths of rope and an enticing courtier for both.
Oh. Well, just be sure to have a quick release knot if you ever make that fantasy reality. Someone should learn from my mistakes. I certainly have no intention to.
Goodness, we're feeling very honest today, aren't we?
Hey,
As
yo.
delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
She still wants to talk?
Oh, Envoy, might I steal a moment of your time?
Steal more than a moment. Hey, yo.
Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? Look, I lost more research
So
than I'd
much
like to
innuendo.
but Fiora and its people are safe. That's what matters. Thank you, Envoy. I don't know how you managed it, but whatever you did, you averted disaster. That being said, your ambassador is going to get an earful, and possibly a fistful, next time we're in Paradise.
Fist me, hello. I'm only sorry the crop situation got so dire for everyone. It's the steel garrote you're mad at, not a bureaucrat.
Envoy, you'll find that I'm unreasonable from time to time.
She is
So
a horny
hush.
little fuzzball.
At least
yeah.
we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't. I know, and she knows. Let's leave it at that.
Okay.
Long enough that I trust her to do her best by everyone. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerity. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel. And a girl's gotta eat sometime.
True. Of everywhere you've gone, why set down roots in the stairs?
Yes, why did I choose to settle down with a gorgeous scientist who loves me? What a mystery. I still go out often. I've cataloged many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling.
So far, Kai's my favorite, but I think Yatzli is gonna quickly become the favorite.
Oh, part of it is my sparkling personality, of course. But a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again.
Does that mean I'll get food from you?
As much as I'd love to, you don't travel with the kitchen. I can't promise anything. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach.
Facts.
Guilichi and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then He showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked.
Hey, yo.
Oh, it's not a fairy tale, darling. We've been happy for the most part. Any rough patches got smoothed over well enough. I only thought about killing him once or twice. He's probably thought the same a bit more. It's hard to believe that things have changed so much recently. Any sense of safety just went poof. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out.
You have so little trust in Vidaro. Why don't you try his job? People are alive, so there's still hope. Buildings can be rebuilt.
Right. The city can be replaced, but not its residents. Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little less frazzled. I've got a lot to think on. Talk to you soon? Try not to have too much fun without me. How can I help, darling?
What?
Don't mind if I do.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think those Adirans were onto something? Or were they onto something before you ended their studies? Do you think they could have cured the Dream Scourge?
I don't think anyone but Sapadal can provide a cure.
You may be right. Of course, now we'll never know. I just hope we made the right decision.
Right, wrong, it's all a matter of perspective.
I suppose you're right. But we missed an opportunity to learn more. And we won't get such a chance again. I hate to see it slip through our fingers. Had you left them to their own devices, who knows what we would have gained. A cure might sound far-fetched, but what if they found treatments for the Dream Scourge? And even other ailments? But our loss, I suppose. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? Sweet dreams, Envoy.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place.
How so?
Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller?
Yeah, I felt that when I returned home from my first campagne.
Then you get it. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars.
I saw more scars and glory back there.
Me too. Being back, it felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death.
Thirdborn has probably changed over the years, but so have you, bitch.
Yeah, but I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom. Something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving?
Sometimes surviving is enough, my brother.
Eventually, you need more. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. Between releasing Egwolf and thwarting the Steel Garrote and Emerald Stair, you've opposed your empire's interests. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. I'll be here if you need me.
Gutsley?
Listening to Yatsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else.
Ooh.
I don't know. She's all right, okay? But how would she know how to get to the garden? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then.
Well, duh. You seem really bothered by this.
Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. You too. I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it.
Worse places than a hot, barren land filled with chasms and sinkholes?
At least I know how to deal with those sorts of things. Rope, lantern, extra water skins. Yatsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders.
This would be a whole lot easier if you stopped questioning my decisions. I'm actually gonna fist fight Marius, I think.
How come the answers are never in a little oasis with shade and drink service? I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin.
Trust me, we'll be fine.
I'm sure we'll be fine. I just hope this is all worth it. Anyway.
That's enough for now.
Thanks for talking.
Alright, is that it? Are we done talking to everybody?
Did you leave anyone back home?
I left everyone I knew when I left. Thanks for mentioning it.
Yeah, that's the party. And a dream sequence. Let's go.
Change. Their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe.
What are you talking about?
The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the bird song.
How would you want Thirdborn gone?
The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Efforts paid in blood, they lie to the earth, to themselves. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot.
You don't need death for things to grow.
The spider devours her mate to lay her eggs. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.